Good morning, dear students. This is your teacher Neelam Helawat, and today we'll start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 4, Carbon and its Compounds. Dear students, in the last chapter we have talked about the importance of many compounds, isn't it? Yes. Now, in this particular chapter we'll be talking about the carbon and its compounds. Now, before we start with the chapter, dear students, just have a look around. Just tell me what you had in your breakfast. All of you tell me what you had in your breakfast. Okay. So you had your chapati. Right. What else you had? You had dal, rice. Okay. Very good. Now can you name few materials that are made up of metal? Metal, anything that is made up of metal. Okay, your jewelry, right? What else is made up of metal? Certain utensils, right? Okay, aluminium foil, very good. Now give me some things that are made up of glass or a clay. Glass, obviously your window pane, isn't it, dear students? So your window pane. What else? What else? Your different models, they are made up of clay, right? Now, dear students, we have talked about what you had in the breakfast or lunch or the dinner. Now, see, you told me that you had chapati, dal, rice, and many more substances. Now, all these substances, they contain carbon. Did you know this? They all contain carbon in different ratios. Window pane, to some extent, also contains carbon. Clay also contains carbon. Jewelry, although it is made up of gold. Utensils, they may be made up of silver or some other metal. Aluminium. Now, during the extraction of these metals, dear students, more or less we utilize carbon. So we can say carbon is present in most of the things present around us. Whatever things are present around us, like your books, clothes, medicines, food, and many other things that you've listed above. Right? They all contain carbon. But dear students, do you know what is the percentage of carbon? Carbon is present in the atmosphere in 0.03%. It is only 0.03% carbon which is present in the atmosphere in the form of CO2. But yet it is forming large number of substances around us. That is why, dear students, the carbon is very, very important for us. And that is why we need to study about the carbon. Okay. So as I told you, the wood is also containing carbon. Coal contains carbon. Okay, ash contains carbon. Your cylinders, LPG cylinders, they contain carbon. CNG cylinders, they contain carbon. Your petroleum, they also have carbon. Biogas plant is again carbon, because biogas plant, methane is produced. So methane contains carbon. Diamond, it is also containing carbon. So we can say most of the things available around us that we can see, they all contain carbon to some extent. So carbon is present in the atmosphere, inside the earth crust, and in all living organisms. Okay, dear students, it is present in the atmosphere, inside the earth crust, and in all living organisms. Now, in the atmosphere, its percentage is 0.03%. And in the earth crust, it is 0.02%. Okay. Carbon is also present in the fuels like wood, coal, charcoal, your coke, petroleum, natural gas, biogas, marsh gas. All these substances, they contain carbon. Carbon is also present in compounds like carbonates, hydrogen carbonates, and carbon exists in the free state as diamond, graphite, and fullerenes. So from this we conclude that although the carbon is present in a very meager amount in the atmosphere, right? It is present in a very meager amount in the atmosphere. In spite of this small amount of carbon available in nature, the importance of carbon is immense because it is forming large number of compounds. Now coming to the carbon. So carbon basically is an element, dear students. It has atomic number 6. Carbon can be designated as capital C. The symbol is capital C, dear students, and it is a non-metal. Okay, carbon is a non-metal. Atomic number is 6, so we can have a configuration 2,4. I hope you remember in class 9th we have talked about K element shell, right? So according to the K element shell, we can divide into 2 and 4. So it has 4 electrons in the outermost shell. So its valency is 4. Okay, so its valency is 4. Now any element to become stable requires 8 electrons. ठीक है, किसी भी एटम को स्टेबल होने के लिए बाहर की शेल में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. And carbon only has 4 electrons. So it requires 4 more electrons to be stable. So carbon को 4 और electrons की ज़रूरत है जिससे कि वो stable हो सके. Okay. So carbon basically has 3 possibilities. First, it should take 4 electrons. यानी it should gain 4 electrons. Second, it should lose these 4 electrons, whatever it has. And third, it should share 4 electrons. 3 पॉसिबिलिटी हैं कार्बन के पास. या तो कार्बन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ले ले, या कार्बन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन दे दे, और कार्बन शुड शेयर इट्स 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. नाउ लेट्स एनालाइज ऑल द 3 पॉसिबिलिटीज. ओके डियर स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ सी, सपोज दिस इज द न्यूक्लियस ऑफ द कार्बन. ओके, this is the first shell, which is called the K shell, and this is the L shell. So you have 2 electrons here and you have 4 electrons here. So in K shell there is 4 electrons present and it requires 4 more electrons. Now if it takes 4 electrons, okay, अगर ये 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन ले लेता है, so इसके पास 6 प्रोटॉन्स हैं. So it would be difficult for this carbon atom to hold the 10 electrons. 6 प्रोटॉन्स 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को होल्ड नहीं कर सकते हैं, right? Second possibility. So carbon cannot take 4 electrons. Now if carbon loses these 4 electrons. Okay dear students, if carbon loses these 4 electrons. Now if carbon loses these 4 electrons, see the size of the carbon is very small. Okay. So large amount of energy is required to remove these 4 electrons. बहुत ज़्यादा एनर्जी की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी इन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को रिमूव करने के लिए. And no atom can supply this much energy so that these 4 electrons can be removed. So carbon can neither take 4 electrons. ना तो कार्बन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन ले सकता है जिससे कि ये C4 माइनस बनाए, और ना ही कार्बन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स दे सकता है जिससे कि ये C4 प्लस एनायन बना दे. So carbon can neither take 4 electrons, carbon can neither give 4 electrons. Okay. ना तो कार्बन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन ले सकता है, ना कार्बन 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन दे सकता है. नाउ इट इज़ लेफ्ट विद only one option, that कार्बन विल शेयर 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो कार्बन के पास सिर्फ एक ही पॉसिबिलिटी है कि कार्बन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को शेयर करे. ओके, सो कार्बन विल शेयर द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, राइट? कार्बन विल शेयर द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स टू अटेन inert gas configuration. To attain inert gas configuration. Okay, clear everyone? So carbon will share the electrons to form different compounds, right? So carbon will form different compounds by sharing of electrons. As I told you, so carbon will share the 4 electrons. Okay, and carbon has, as I told you, carbon has atomic number 6. So we will divide it into KLM. So 2 or 4. So what is the valency? The valency of carbon is 4. Okay. Carbon की जो valency है 4 है. So that is why it is called tetravalent. इसलिए हम इसको tetravalent बोलते हैं. Tetra means 4, valent means valence electrons. So the valency of carbon is 4 and we can represent it like this. 4 electrons है तो हम 4 डॉट लगा सकते हैं. We can have 4 dots like this. Or we can apply 4 crosses or we can have 4 dashes. तो हम इस तरीके से कार्बन का इलेक्ट्रॉन डॉट स्ट्रक्चर बना सकते हैं. This is called electron dot structure of carbon. Okay, this is called electron dot structure of carbon. We can put 4 dots on carbon. We can put 4 crosses on the carbon, or we can put 4 dashes on the carbon, right? These 4 means, the 4 dashes means 4 electrons. Okay, कार्बन के पास 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, इसलिए हम उसके ऊपर 4 डॉट लगा सकते हैं, 4 डैश लगा सकते हैं, या हम 4 क्रॉसेस लगा सकते हैं. So these dash, cross or points, they indicate the electrons. So carbon has 4 electrons, so we will put 4 dots. Now as I told you that carbon will share the electrons. Okay, so the bond which is formed by sharing of electrons is called covalent bond. The bond which is formed by sharing of electrons is called covalent bond. Okay, so carbon will form covalent bond. So what is covalent, dear students? The bond which is formed by sharing of electrons between the combining atoms. If there is sharing of one pair of electrons, we call it as single covalent bond. If there is sharing of 2 pair of electrons, we call it as double bond. If there is sharing of 3 electrons, we call it as triple bond. So there is 3 types of covalent bond. So there is 3 types of covalent bond. First, single covalent bond. Second, double covalent bond. Third, triple covalent bond. Okay, dear students. So what are the different types of covalent bonds? Right. So there is a single covalent bond. There is a double covalent bond. There is a triple covalent bond. So 3 types of bond. Let's study their formation. Now let's study the formation of hydrogen molecule, that is H2. H2 molecule, and this will be called a single covalent bond. ठीक है? So hydrogen है, hydrogen में देखिए H2 है, so there are 2 hydrogen are there. So one hydrogen has atomic number 1. So Kl में अगर इसे divide करते हैं, it becomes 1. So there is only 1 electron. So we will put how many dots on the hydrogen? We will put 1 electron. ठीक है? एक डॉट लगेगा हाइड्रोजन के ऊपर. और we can have 1 cross. So there are 2 hydrogen. We will put 1 cross here, 1 cross here. Okay, दोनों ही जो है अपना एक एक इलेक्ट्रॉन आपस में शेयर करेंगे. सो देखिए यहाँ पर शेयरिंग हो जाएगी, दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, सो वी विल रिप्रेजेंट लाइक दिस. ये एक इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन है, एक इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन है, राइट. सो दोनों एक दूसरे के इलेक्ट्रॉन को शेयर करेंगे. Okay, when we talk about this hydrogen, we will take all these 2 electrons. When we talk about this hydrogen, we will have this circle, right? So both the electrons will be counted with each hydrogen. देखिए सिंपल एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. सपोज किसी बच्चे के पास 5 नोटबुक्स हैं, बट ही रिक्वायर्स 6 नोटबुक्स फॉर चेकिंग. ठीक है, एक बच्चे के पास जो है 5 नोटबुक्स हैं, बट उसे 6 नोटबुक्स चाहिए. ठीक है, तो वो किसी बच्चे से एक नोटबुक ले लेता है. सो ही विल हैव 6 नोटबुक्स, सो ही कैन गेट हिज 6 नोटबुक्स चेक्ड फ्रॉम द मैम. ओके, नाउ व्हेन अब सेकंड बच्चे की बारी आती है, सेकंड बच्चे के पास एक ही नोटबुक है, तो अब वो अपने दोस्त से 5 की 5 नोटबुक ले लेगा एंड देन ही कैन शो इट टू द मैम. सो जब भी किसी भी बच्चे की बारी आएगी, वो दोनों कंबाइन करके अपने नोटबुक्स को शेयर करेंगे, कंबाइन नोटबुक दिखाएंगे. तो सेम हाइड्रोजन भी यही कर रहा है. सो दोनों के बीच फ्रेंडशिप हो जाती है सिंस दे आर शेयरिंग देयर नोटबुक्स. ऐसे ही सिंस दीज हाइड्रोजन एटम्स दे आर शेयरिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, सो दे विल बिकम फ्रेंड्स, दे विल हैव अ बॉन्ड बिटवीन देम. ओके, एंड दिस बॉन्ड इज फाउंड बाय शेयरिंग ऑफ 1 पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. एक इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन है, एक इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन है, इसको दोनों को ज्वाइन कर दीजिए. सो यू विल हैव अ सिंगल डैश बिटवीन देम. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इधर से जुड़ जाएगा, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इधर से जुड़ जाएगा, and this will form H dash H, that will form your H2 molecule. So H2 molecule is formed by sharing of 1 pair of electrons. Okay, dear students. hydrogen molecule is formed by sharing of one pair of electrons. So this is called single covalent bond. Right? So we can represent it like this. This is the nucleus of hydrogen. This is K shell. So K में एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है, दूसरे हाइड्रोजन के पास भी एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है. So दोनों अपना अपना इलेक्ट्रॉन शेयर करेंगे. ठीक है. And now both will have 2 electrons. Okay. Both of them, they will have 2 electrons each. Now let's come to the formation of a chlorine molecule. Chlorine molecule यानी Cl2 molecule कैसे फॉर्म होगा वो देखते हैं. Cl जो होता है उसका एटॉमिक नंबर है 17. So the configuration is 287. So how many electrons in the outermost shell, dear students? Last shell में कितने electrons हैं? 7. So we will put 7 dots on each chlorine atom. हम हर chlorine atom पर 7 डॉट लगाएंगे. So how many chlorine atoms are there? 2 chlorine atoms. हर एक के ऊपर हमने 7 डॉट लगाने हैं. So 1, 2, like let's have crosses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1 here. देखिए 7 इसके पास ऑलरेडी हैं. 8 पूरे करने के लिए कितने चाहिए? How many more electrons are required to complete 8? Only 1 electron is required. So these two chlorine atoms, they will share 1 electron with each other. दोनों के बीच में एक इलेक्ट्रॉन की शेयरिंग होगी. Okay, this have 7 electrons. This also has 7 electrons. Now these 2 electrons, they will be counted in both. यहाँ से जब हम काउंट करेंगे तो इस इलेक्ट्रॉन को इसके साथ लेंगे. ना देखिए इस क्लोरीन के पास 7 अपने इलेक्ट्रॉन थे, एक ये वाला हो गया तो 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. एंड दिस क्लोरीन ऑल्सो विल हैव दीज 2. तो ये बीच के दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन दोनों तरफ काउंट होंगे. ओके, क्लियर? सो दिस इज हाउ योर क्लोरीन मॉलिक्यूल विल बी फॉर्म्ड. दैट इज योर Cl2 मॉलिक्यूल विल बी फॉर्म्ड. नाउ लेट्स सी दिस. दिस इज योर फ्लोरीन और यू कैन से क्लोरीन. C ले लेते हैं इसे. ओके, सो इट विल हैव 7. It will also have 7. Cl and F both have same valency. So we can take it as chlorine also, to 2 chlorine atoms. So 7 electron है, दोनों एक एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को शेयर करेंगे. Right everyone? Both will share 1 electron and they will form chlorine molecule. Okay, they will form chlorine molecule. आप क्लोरीन लीजिए, फ्लोरीन लीजिए, एक ही बात है. फ्लोरीन हैज़ एटॉमिक नंबर 9. फ्लोरीन का जो एटॉमिक नंबर है 9 होता है, इसलिए उसकी भी वैलेंसी 2:7. इट ऑल्सो हैज़ 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो बोथ वेज इट इज़ करेक्ट. यू कैन टेक क्लोरीन, you can take fluorine, one and the same thing. Now let's come to the formation of oxygen molecule, that is O2 molecule. ठीक है, कितने मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं इसमें, कितने एटम्स हैं इसमें ऑक्सीजन के? 2 एटम्स हैं. सो लेट्स टेक 1 ऑक्सीजन एटम हैज़ एटॉमिक नंबर 8. ऑक्सीजन का जो एटॉमिक नंबर होता है 8 होता है. सो इसे Kl में डिवाइड करिए. 2, 6. सो हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन द आउटरमोस्ट शेल? 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो हम ऑक्सीजन एटम पर 6 डॉट लगाएंगे. वी विल पुट 6 डॉट ऑन द ऑक्सीजन एटम. सो वी हैव पुट 6 क्रॉसेस. सेकेंड ऑक्सीजन के पास भी 6 एटम होंगे तो वी हैव पुट 6 क्रॉसेस. देखिए 6 है यहाँ पर कितना होना चाहिए? 8 होना चाहिए. सो 8 में कितना कम है? सो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर रिक्वायर्ड. 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की ज़रूरत है. इसका मतलब 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की शेयरिंग होगी यहाँ पर. 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल बी शेयर्ड. ओके, सो दैट इज़ वाई वी विल पुट 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऑन दिस साइड. हम दोनों के बीच में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की शेयरिंग कराएंगे. 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके पास हैं, 2 की शेयरिंग हो जाएगी तो 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो 4 + 8. So this oxygen will have 8 electrons. This oxygen will also have 8 electrons, and they are sharing 2 pair of electrons. यहाँ पर जो है 2 pair of electrons are shared. So we will have double bond. So O double bond O. So 2 pair of electrons share हो रहे हैं तो O double bond O indicate करेंगे और हमारा O2 molecule बन जाएगा. So this is an example of double covalent bond. Okay, dear student, this is an example of double covalent bond. Okay, so what is double covalent bond? The bond which is formed by sharing of 2 pair of electrons. The bond which is formed by sharing of 2 pair of electrons is called double covalent bond. Now let's come to the formation of nitrogen molecule. N2 means there are 2 nitrogen atoms. So एक नाइट्रोजन आटम है, इसका एटॉमिक नंबर होता है 7. सो KL में डिवाइड करिए 2, 5. सो हाउ मेनी डॉट्स वी शुड पुट? 5 डॉट्स. ठीक है, तो हमने 5 डॉट लगा दिए हैं. ओके, नाउ हमें यहाँ पर कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन होने चाहिए? 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होने चाहिए. कितने रिक्वायर्ड हैं? हाउ मेनी मोर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर रिक्वायर्ड टू कंप्लीट 8? कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स चाहिए? 3 मोर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो शेयरिंग कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की होगी? 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की. ठीक है, 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल बी शेयर्ड. सो दे आर शेयरिंग 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हियर एंड देयर इज अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ट्रिपल बॉन्ड बिटवीन द नाइट्रोजन एटम. नाइट्रोजन एटम, 2 एटम्स के बीच में 3 बॉन्ड्स बनेंगे, इसलिए हम इस बॉन्ड को कहेंगे ट्रिपल कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड. ओके, वी विल कॉल इट एज ट्रिपल कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड. क्लियर? We'll call it as triple covalent bond. So triple covalent bond. Okay, so there is a formation of single covalent bond, there is a formation of double covalent bond, there is a formation of triple covalent bond. So what is triple covalent bond? The bond which is formed by sharing of 3 pair of electrons.
The mic is muted.
The bond which is formed by 3 pair of electrons, the bond which is formed by sharing of 3 pair of electrons is called triple covalent bond. Okay, so there are 3 types of bond: single covalent bond, double covalent bond, triple covalent bond. Now coming to the allotropes of carbon. Allotropes means the different forms of the same element. What is allotropes? The different forms of the same element. Okay, clear everyone? The different forms of the same element are called allotropes. The different forms of the same element, and these different forms, they have same chemical properties. इनकी जो है chemical properties same होती हैं, but they have different physical properties. इनकी physical properties different होती हैं. Okay, so the different forms of the same element having same chemical properties but different physical properties, they are referred to as allotropes. Now carbon has 3 allotropes. One is diamond, second is graphite, and the third is fullerene, that is C60. Okay, third is C60. These all are made with carbon. In case of diamond, if you look at it, 1 carbon atom is joined with, देखिए डायमंड में देखिए एक कार्बन एटम जो है वो कितने एटम से ज्वाइंट है? जस्ट लुक एट दिस. यस, ईच कार्बन एटम इज ज्वाइंड विद 4 कार्बन एटम्स. एक कार्बन, देखिए इस कार्बन को लेते हैं हम, लेट्स हैव अ डिफरेंट कलर. हम इस कार्बन को लेते हैं. Now look at this. This carbon atom is joined with 4 other carbon atoms. One is this, this, this and this. ये 4 atoms से जुड़ा हुआ है. So 1 carbon atom is joined with 4 other carbon atoms. Okay, in case of diamond, 1 carbon atom is joined with 4 other carbon atoms, and thus it forms a 3-dimensional structure. But in case of graphite, 1 carbon atom is joined with 3 carbon atoms. एक कार्बन जो है वो 3 कार्बन एटम से जुड़ा हुआ है. ठीक है, क्लियर? इन केस ऑफ बकमिंस्टर फुलरीन, दैट इज C60, इट हैज़ अ शेप लाइक दैट ऑफ द फुटबॉल. इसका जो है फुटबॉल जैसा शेप है. ओके एवरीवन? यस. नाउ द एलिमेंट कार्बन, इट occurs in different forms in nature which have different physical properties. The diamond and graphite, they all formed by carbon atoms. Okay, but in case of diamond, carbon atom is joined with 4 other carbon atoms, thus it has a 3-dimensional structure. But in case of graphite, 1 carbon atom is joined with 3 carbon atoms, and it has a hexagonal structure. Okay, it has an hexagonal structure. And these 2 different forms Since one carbon is joined with 4 carbon in case of diamond, and one carbon is joined with 3 other carbon atoms in case of you can say graphite, thus they have different physical properties. The diamond is the hardest substance. Graphite is smooth and slippery. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity, while diamond is a bad conductor of electricity. And diamonds, they are formed by high pressure and temperature. Okay, synthetic diamonds are small, while the natural diamonds, they are bigger in size, and natural diamonds, they cannot be distinguished from the natural, you can say the synthetic diamonds, they cannot be distinguished from the natural diamonds. The only difference is that synthetic diamonds, they are small in size, while your natural diamonds, they are bigger in size. Then the third category that I said is the fullerenes, and the simplest is a carbon 60 C60, and its name it has been named as Buckminster fullerene. इसका जो नाम है that is called Buckminster fullerene. इसको हम Buckminster fullerene कहते हैं because it was discovered by a US architect, Buckminster Fuller. Okay, so after his discoverer, it is called as Buckminster fullerene. So carbon has 3 allotropes: diamond, graphite and carbon 60. Now coming to your homework, dear students, first of all you will try to make the electron dot structure of carbon dioxide, and then you will make the electron dot structure of sulfur, that is S8 molecule. Okay, you will make the electron dot structure of S8 molecule. Make notes of this topic and carefully read the 58 to 61 page numbers. Okay, and if there is any doubt, any query that you have, you can talk to me. Send your queries on my personal number. Right, everyone? Okay, so that's all for today. Bye, everyone.